Alright, oh, let's see. Where's the music? There you go. Is that audible, the music? I think it is. Hey Phonetic, how are you doing? Thank you for joining. I just came live. Today's going to be a shorter stream because I have to go somewhere, but I still wanted to just talk with you guys about things. You know, it's been a while since I asked you guys, you know, how are things going? How's your day? How's your week? How's your weekend? Your life? So, nice streams. Thank you for joining the stream. How's things, youth? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Trying to chill. Weather is being hot now, so you know, very summer-like. Share that drink with me. Hi, Cytix. This is a, I think it's a regular. Yeah, it's just a soy milk. It's a soy milk in glass bottle. How classic. Yeah, I like it. I like it. It's chill too. Look at the moisture dropping, the condensation. I can't share it with you, unfortunately. Yeah, well, how's everybody doing? We can talk about anything. It can be games, it can be just events, life, or we don't have to talk about anything. we can just stay put, just sit down and stare at each other. That's not bad too. Fnatic says, what do you think about the future of both EZ2 and DJMAX? I think of the future of both games quite brightly. I think they both have a good future ahead of us because, in my opinion, they're one of the two of the most hard-working games in terms of the development. And I'm not really concerned about them anymore. In the beginning, I was because, you know, DJMAX, EZ2 series, they have been reviving themselves over and over again across many years and decades even. And I was there to witness them. So when they said they're going to come back with a Respect title and EZ2 on with the Reboot R title, I was very skeptical. But now witnessing what they have been doing, all the hard work, all the innovations, and all the efforts that they've been putting into their games, you know, for the past 2 or 3 years, I'm not really concerned anymore. It's just a matter of, you know, having them just keep on pushing, trying new things while still keeping that balance of familiarity, right? So, but in terms of their development skill, and their senses of what works and what doesn't, I think they have it done pretty well. So in that regards, I'm not concerned. I'm actually looking forward to what they have to offer. So good times. Nice Dream says, it's been 28 degrees here recently. 28 degrees Celsius, I assume, right? With a C. In Korea, the max right now, it's hitting like 31, 32-ish, so it is hotter, for sure. But there is a pretty significant temperature gap between the daytime and the evening times. So it gets hot towards 30-ish, and then it goes all the way down to like 15. So it's a very good weather for you to get cold, like catch a cold. So you have to be careful. Taita says, you forgot to include O2Gem. O2Gem Online. I didn't even bother to check what they've been up to recently. Shall we check their Discord? That's okay. I need the shade, man. Shade and cold beer. Yeah, the problem is, I don't know how it is where you live, Dreams, but I hope it's not humid, because a place where it's humid and hot, shades don't really help, right? I mean, it's better than nothing, but I hope it's kind of dry and hot where you are. In Korea, it gets pretty darn humid. I mean, not as bad as some like other Asian countries, but still. Yeah. Oh, just a second. Okay. Yeah, that was my waifu. How did you know? Fnatic coming up with some good questions here. Just a second. Let me I'm in Northern Ireland. We've had much hotter summers the last 5 years. Don't get me wrong, I like the nice weather, but I prefer that and admire it from the shade. Yeah, the I've never been to. Have I ever been to Northern Ireland? I think I've ever been to like the northern part of the. Should I call it continent or the island? Probably the island. It's a one massive island, right? But isn't this supposed to be pretty cold? The thing about the rapidly changing weather condition across the world, I know it affected a lot of northern countries, like Canada too. They've been having some like insanely hot summer days for the past couple of years, to the point where it's ridiculous, right? Right. So and the problem with those countries, I'm sure, including yours, where you live, you guys are not used to really having like an air conditioning unit, like AC unit. I know like a lot of homes just never lived with one because you never needed it, but now you're just hit with a devastating hotness, and all of a sudden, like, what do you do, right? I mean, the homes are really not built for that kind of a temperature, so like that's why you see, like, sadly, you see a lot of casualties even with the heat wave in those countries, because people that are living there are just not used to that kind of hot weather, which is massively unfortunate. And trying to install an AC, I mean, just because of that, they're expensive, first of all, to install, and second, I'm sure like a lot of people are trying to install it now at the same time, so like it's high on demand, meaning there's a long line behind you, in front of you, sorry. So and they're expensive, so I don't know if you have a good AC in your house, but I don't think it's gonna get any better, to be honest. It has been like that the whole world, man. I mean, a few days ago, in Korea, we got a freaking ridiculous amount of rainstorm, and Korea usually is not known to have those kind of like flash showers like you would have in tropical countries, but like every year we're getting that more and more of a tropical vibe. Like I tell you, like next thing like we see will be a palm tree in like middle of the capital city or something. So like, and you get a lot of flooding because of that, and our infrastructure just isn't equipped with that kind of a massive thunderstorm too. So yeah, I was driving through that rainstorm, and there was a thunder lightning that struck like 200 meters like in front of me. I was like, damn, I almost got Pikachud. Going back to Fnatic's question real quick. Fnatic says, with the decline of arcades worldwide, how will Pump It Up and various Bimani titles survive in this day? So Pump It Up is interesting because okay, let me talk about the Bimani games first. And they're already doing this, right? But I think the best way for them to survive long term right now is to really invest and focus into the home market, right? The home consoles and PCs. And they've been doing that with their rhythm game titles. But ACH, how are we doing? Thanks for joining. We're just talking about random things here right now. Future of arcades, I guess. Bimani, so if they I know they're already doing it, but if they just do it more properly. I've complained about Konami and Bimani titles like home game implementation, and it's really rough, to be honest. It's really rough. I wish for them to just give in and just dive into Steam, right? So it's worldwide service with no discrimination depending on where you live or what market you're in. You're not closed off. Like I tell you, they're region locking in this day and age, and I feel like they really want to be serious about surviving long term in a home market. Like they've been just kind of like dipping their toes in for the longest time ever. So why not just do it? Like just go on Steam, open it up, become a worldwide rhythm game, and support it properly, instead of having like a monthly subscription. And you can't even do it if you don't live in Japan or in Korea, or that kind of thing. So I think if they become really serious in that terms, V-Money has a future. Pump It Up though, it's a bit tricky because Pump It Up, even if they port their game into a PC or a console, the problem is Pump It Up by nature is a dancing game, right? You have to have a massive footpad. How do you mass produce that and give it to people? You just can't. That's the problem. So I think Pump It Up is going to be trickier. Do they just hope for the arcade market to come up again? Are they going to can they hard carry the entire arcade industry on their own? No. So what do they do? Do they go to the Just Dance route and try to just move away from a physical footpad and come up with a way of like using sensors maybe, so people can play at home? But is that too mainstream? Will that make rhythm gamers unhappy? I don't know. It's a really tricky situation. Yeah, thank you, Dream. Thank you. Sorry, dreams in the plural. Yeah, we all should try to stay cool in all aspects, not just temperature, but mind. This milk is really good, by the way. Yeah, but thank you all for joining. Like I said before, this is a quick short stream. I do have to go somewhere for the weekend. That means I won't be able to stream tomorrow. But I did my best to stream as much as possible with the two past days, weekdays, DJMAX and EasyTone. EasyTone was really fun yesterday. I was having a good time. Yeah, Steam should be. I mean, I know like some people can be concerned that Steam is dominating. It's like a monopoly, but I think like what other choices do you have really? I mean, do you go to Epic Game Store for your V-Money games? I don't see a lot of people doing that really. And do they just come up with their own what was it, like their own like unique platform to compete with Steam? That's not going to happen. So, and I can kind of confidently say that they should try Steam, judging by how DJMAX and EasyTone has been doing, because clearly it's been helping them out in terms of boosting the player base. You get a lot of the reason why like I'm streaming to you guys is solely because DJMAX and EasyTone are available on Steam. If these two games were only like available in a unique like Korea specific platform or a game launcher like how they used to be in the past, the distant past, you guys won't be here. You guys probably would have never heard of the game. So yeah. Dream says my plans this week this weekend to be honest are to read manga and to get drunk. You know what, that sounds fantastic, man. I mean, I'm not really an alcohol drinker, but in place of a alcohol, I would love to have like a chill Coke Zero, like a cola or something fizzy. That would be nice. And have an AC on and just lie down and read some manga. That would be amazing. It's been forever since I properly sat down and read a manga or comic, whatever you call it. It's incredible. That's an incredible weekend plan. I'm envious, to be honest. Jealous. Yeah, exactly. The reason why a lot of you are here is because of my translation stream. That's basically it. So, and although these types of rhythm games aren't like mainstream type of games that people around the world play, it's gotten so much better compared to how it was before. Like I said, only the people that know would know about these type of games until they came out on Steam. So it's such a positive move, and more games should do that. There are a lot of games I'm sure that has potential, global potential, And I'm happy to know that DJMAX, especially DJMAX, if I had to choose one between the two games, DJMAX has been growing massively thanks to the Steam move. And I think DJMAX could trump EasyTone in that regards for a few reasons. One would be that DJMAX and Rocky Studio is just part of a bigger company, corporation, while EasyTone is just a so it's basically a startup company scale. So it's much smaller dev team, smaller, in terms of like finances, smaller everything. So it's actually a miracle for EasyTone to be like doing this well. You can tell they're basically grinding their life away to make the game for the people. So that's, yeah, it's crazy. But going back to DJMAX though. It's they know how to do a global game because they have a long-running experience servicing the PlayStation portable titles worldwide, and also they did a lot of mobile games with their DJMAX titles too worldwide, and Tepsonic, and they also shipped their arcade games kind of worldwide too. So they do know that global game. And I feel like they're getting more comfortable now, so I wish them to be more outgoing with it. Starting with the DJMAX store, like they should have done the international shipping from day one. But at the same time, I get it. Logistics costs money, but still, I think they should really go into that merch market and just do it globally. Yeah, and this keyboard too. This was a limited run DJMAX keyboard, but it was limited run only in Korea. So it would have been so epic for them to offer this worldwide. And it makes sense for them to do it because it's the keyboard maker itself is Ducky, which is known for shipping the keyboard, globally anyways, right? So why not? And in the beginning they massively underestimated the demand. I think they were expecting, what was it, like a couple hundred, but then they ended up getting ordered for thousands. Like literally thousands. So that's why they had to do like a second run for this particular keyboard, and that's how I got it. But they should do it. It's a pity that this such a good looking keyboard was only available in one country. So, and from what I heard, Ducky even brought this keyboard out to display at the latest Computex, which is a computer expo, and they had this on display. So like come on, it's nice. It's nice. They should do it more. Dream says, this might seem like a weird question, but you as a Korean guy, is it a good feeling for DJMAX being more international? Yeah, 100%. And I may be biased because I am Korean, but I also have, I also lived in the US for over a decade, well over 10 years. So my mind is a little bit more, I like Korean. I like to speak Korean, but I also believe in the power of English, which is a universal language. Supporting English means more, more players. So maybe better long term in terms of a game's growth and that kind of a deal. So I have that kind of a mind. So it might be different from just a regular Korean guy. Having said that though, I do 100% agree that it's a good thing for DJMAX to feel international. Now, we can argue what is defined as an international feel, right? And me living in the US doesn't guarantee myself to have an international feel, because US isn't, and I shouldn't call US feeling an international feeling. That's a bit different. But I still believe that language wise, English is still universal. So if we say the game feels international because it supports English 100%, then yeah, DJMAX is doing well. If we are talking about like music choices and visual choices or like gameplay choices, that's something we can probably argue on what feels international. Yeah, that's where I learned my English. I struggle though to keep my English skill level in check because I've been back in Korea since the COVID days. The pandemic really made it hard for me to stay in the US, so I had to come back. And it's been 2 years since I got back. And since then, there really isn't an opportunity for me to speak English anywhere because, you know, I can't just walk up to a random person in Korea and say, like, start blasting English in front of them. But me streaming every day definitely does help to keep that. So... Your English is very good. In fact, probably better than mine. It's okay, it's okay. I'd say, this is how I would say. Like, apart from being grammar correct, there really isn't a good English because English is spoken in so many different countries now and in so many different accents. I can't really say like that English is good and this English is bad. So yeah, I'm sure like your style is still good. It's just different than mine, I would say. Different accents for sure. It's like I visited some places and I've met a couple of people that speaks English but in their own accent, and it can be very, very challenging to understand. But I can't really say they're bad at English because, you know, they're still speaking English, right? Floral, thank you for joining. The only way for most people to train English is probably talking online. Like, so many people here still can't speak it properly. That's true. I mean, like, it doesn't have to be online specifically. Online, offline doesn't matter. You just have to find an opportunity for you to just speak it, no matter what. Like, that's the first thing in learning a language. You just have to put yourself in a situation to learn. That's why, like, some people would just travel to a country and just sign themselves up in a part-time job because working is probably the fastest way of learning a language. Yeah. Because I've heard a lot of cases where like some Korean people would go to Japan and just work at a convenience store or, you know, any kind of a part-time job, and their language skill has massively improved in a short span because they have to in order to get paid, right? So some people like to put themselves in that kind of a pressure, and, like, you know, there's no escape basically. Felix, thank you for joining. Hello, thank you. That says, oh, I'm so envious, man. I wish I had a real cat. Cat falling on your lap. I'm jealous, man. I'm jealous. I want a cat, but I just can't be responsible of a living creature right now because, you know, I move around a lot. I can travel. Yeah, I just can't do it. So that's why I just look at YouTube channels that has cats or Twitter posts that has cats. That's pretty much it. I have been thinking about visiting a cat cafe that recently opened in my area, but yeah, a cat cafe would be pretty cool. Japanese, terrible. I only know specific words, and that's pretty much it. If you look at my, like you said, so, you know, just to tell you if you don't know, I have another YouTube channel that mainly focuses on vlogging, specifically like HoloLive VTuber event stuff. And I recently went to Japan because they had their biggest event and concert in Japan, and I was lucky enough to win a spot for the concert as a foreigner. And if you watch my videos, I do talk to quite a lot of Japanese people in my videos, and you can see how I speak. It's basically trying to come up with a Japanese word that I know and just blasting that word towards them, hoping that they catch what I'm trying to say while I furiously wave my hand around. But it works out though. It works out. That's my Japanese skill level. Yeah, language is very tricky though. But I feel like once you start learning a language and get pretty comfortable with it, it probably would be easier for you to get into other languages because you kind of get the feel of how things are done now. Yeah. I really missed my trip, the Japan trip. It was such a good time. Such a good time. Yeah, I want to do it again. I really want to go to all the events as much as possible, all the HoloLive events, and meet some people too. Yeah. Sadly, too far for just events. I know, that's the problem. Well, a challenge. Let's just call it a challenge. It's nobody's fault, really, right? I mean, you just have to have an event. It would be nice for HoloLive to have events all across the globe, but in reality, they're not that big. I mean, VTuber scene isn't that massive for any company to be able to afford an international event like constantly. I mean, them doing what they're doing now, like, is still incredible. Like all these collaboration events in Korea, Indonesia, and the upcoming one in the US. That's a big one. The concert in the US. They're the biggest VTuber company right now, and like if they can't do like true global globalization, then like who else can? So it's unfortunate. It's just a challenge of the industry, I guess. So we just have to hope for them to become like super mainstream level of industry that matches like Hollywood or I don't know, the music scene, you know what I mean? So, or you know what we can do, let's just become incredibly rich so we can afford all the airplane rides with first class seats, so we can just run to anywhere we want to run. Hey Dreams, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate that. Holy macros, I really appreciate it. Okay, nice. Yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for all the good talk. I appreciate that. Yeah, but I think let's just I guess we just work hard, I guess. That's my, jokes aside though, that's my ultimate goal. Like somehow, I don't know how, but somehow I want to be able to afford all these constant international travels, so I can just visit and make contents out of all of them. That would be nice. And see like how other people are doing and see their cultures and eat some stuff. I'm not saying I want to become like those kind of like travel YouTuber per se. That's not really the level that I'm looking for, but just a casual trip, right? Like, oh yeah, I kind of want to visit Canada today, or I just kind of want to visit Ireland today, that kind of a deal, and just buy a plane ticket. Doesn't matter if it's like 2-3 times more expensive than usual. Just make a transaction, go to the airport in my limo, and just fly. That would be nice. That would be the ultimate flex, and I think that's something we should all aim for ultimately, to be honest. That says Niji-sanji's management is god-awful lately compared to HoloLive's. I can't really speak for Niji-sanji because I'm not really familiar with the company. I know that their approach to VTuber industry is quite different to HoloLive. I think Niji-sanji is more get as many talents as possible. I think that's their approach. And that probably forces them to spread themselves thin. I know Niji-sanji had a Korean branch before, but they had to close that down and have the talents, the members, be absorbed into the Japan branch. I think same thing with other countries too. So I think that's their challenge probably, like spreading themselves pretty thin. And one concern, if I have to think about a concern, again, I don't really know too much about Niji-sanji, but it's it can get overwhelming even for viewers when you have so many members. At a certain point, you just can't follow anymore. So that could also cause like a fatigue, can we call that? In terms of following a fandom. Jesus, really appreciate your work for DJMAX community, even me as an amateur. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. I'm glad that I'm doing a part, I guess. Yeah, so it will be amazing for DJMAX to become a true global level game. So we can all enjoy with many great people. That's why I'm eagerly waiting for the cross-platform support with Xbox finally joining the open lobby. That would be very nice. I mean, I don't know like how big the Xbox DJMAX side is in terms of the player number, but you know, it still would be helpful for sure when it's implemented well. There are servers. DJMAX's server, I have a lot of things to say, but let's just say it's not stable. So if they can do it properly, then I'm okay. Yeah. Xbox rankings looking grim. Oh, really? Interesting. You say grim as in not many, like barely people playing. Oh, interesting. I mean, to be honest, the Steam version doesn't have that many players in ranks. So you're constantly matched with bots anyways. So Xbox, man, yeah. I mean, I don't even have to see it for myself to know that it's going to be pretty. Yeah, it's man. Top 10 5B players have players with 78% master score. Damn. Wait, does that mean I can just get into the Xbox version of DJMAX and start dominating all the ranks and achieve that, you know, #1 rank status? Damn. You know what? Is that what I should do now? So I can say I am an elite DJMAX player. I can show myself off. Is that what I should do now? Probably #2 there. Sign me up too. Interesting. Fnatic says between a PC handheld and a desktop PC, which one would you choose? Desktop PC, for sure. I'm not really a portable game guy, a gamer person. I don't play games at all when I'm outside. So I guess I'm the type of person that just wants to sit down and dedicate my time properly, dedicate my time into playing a game when I do want to play a game. I think it's just how my brain is. If I have to focus on something, I just have to focus on that thing. I can't be outside trying to have a handheld game experience while I'm exposed to the elements. You see what I mean? I'd rather just look at the sky, like just admire the clouds. Even when I'm having a long flight in an airplane, yeah, for some reason I never really wanted to play a game. That's not true, actually. There was a time, this was a long time ago, there was a time when I was like really into playing DJMAX Trilogy. This is a long time ago. So I had my laptop, this big fat $300 Toshiba laptop that was the cheapest at Best Buy electronics store in the US, and I would take it onto the plane and I would set it on top of the tray and play DJMAX in the airplane on a freaking keyboard. Now, I of course wouldn't play it when people were sleeping, but still, I'm like, I don't do that anymore. It's I don't know why I did that. Yeah, I do recommend getting all the DJMAX DLCs for sure. But if you had to choose, I would say get the V extension packs first, 1, 2, 3, and 4, in no particular order, and then look into other DLCs. That's my recommendation. You wake them up like. Then it says, my monitor has some discolored pixels blending into the display. Is there anything wrong with it? Probably. I don't think it's the connection, to be honest. I mean, try switching your HDMI. I don't know if it's an HDMI cable that you have, but try switching your cable. If that doesn't solve it, probably your monitor. And sadly, monitors, they're not really repairable in my experience, according to my experiences. And if they're one of those like cheaper monitors, it's not really worth sending it for service anyways. I don't know. Depending on what kind of a monitor you have. But discoloration, probably the age of the monitor. So you've been getting all the DLCs like on PlayStation and on Steam, and now Xbox. So when you say you're buying all the DLCs, you are literally really buying all the DLCs. You're the #1, customer for DJMAX. You know that? No one would do that. No one. That is some dedication, man. Hey Azel, thank you for joining. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. Then it says my monitor is $150. That's not cheap. It's on the lower mid tier. Lower mid tier, I would say. I mean, monitors can get stupid expensive, so it's hard to say like what tier. But yeah, I mean that's not like cheapo stuff. But it might be time to get a new one or a good used one. Other than that, I'm not an expert, so speaking strictly based on my experiences. Yeah. There was a time when DJMAX or Rocky Studio was talking about a possible Switch game, right? I think it was like 2 years ago when Baxter, the producer of the game, had the interview, and they said they were testing the waters with the Nintendo Switch. I mean, they never said if it's going to be like DJMAX, like port. No, they did say if they were to go to the Switch route, it would have to be a brand new game. I think that's what they said. What he said. But I guess at the same time they were also testing Xbox, but they probably just went for the Xbox route because it's the cheapest way of reaching out globally to the global audience. And Xbox is the most PC port friendly game because it's basically Windows. So yeah. Oh, you got a drawing tablet? Yeah, just do that then. Just use it as that. Although it probably isn't the best for your rhythm game experience. Drawing tablets, they max out at 60 Hz. And they're massive, bulky stuff too. I don't know if you have a Wacom or something else, but all the drawing tablets, they've gotten better, but they're so thick and heavy and bulky. Just takes up your entire desk. Like, what to do with this thing? You can't, I mean, unless you have a monitor arm that's really well designed. Just always in front of you. That's why there was a time when I tried drawing tablets, like monitor tablets, but then I returned back to this. Simple. The simplest design you can ask for. You just plug it in, have it in front of you, draw. Yep, that's it. That's it. And this is also good for your posture too, because the thing about a monitor tablet is that you have to set it up down on your desk, and even if it's angled, it forces you to kind of have a turtleneck posture, doing like this, right? But if you have a flat drawing tablet like that, you just have to lay it down, and then you look at your monitor, when you're drawing. So naturally, it just makes more sense. You're just writing while you're looking at your monitor. So I found out that it helps with your posture too. Oh yeah, and that is a Graphire 4 from back home. That's 15 years old. That's an old tablet, and it still works. All I had to do was change out the pen. Not because the pen was broken, but the rubber grip of the pen was kind of melting away. so yeah, that's that. Osu tablet? Oh no. Oh no. Actually, I think there was a time when I tried it with that tablet, like actually Osu, that tablet, and quickly found out that it's not easy. So yeah, I haven't really been drawing for the past few years. There was a time when I drew a lot. It's because that was my major. That's what I studied. But yeah, I kind of put down my pen for the past few years, and I basically lost all skill level in terms of drawing. I don't know how to draw anymore, unfortunately. The portable monitors has gotten cheaper, but I think the size maxes out at 15 inches, so it's not big. It's a laptop size. Yeah, the scoring system is always an interesting talk for rhythm games because they all do it differently, and I feel like I think I kind of do like how Bump It Up does it. If you max it out, like what you're saying, the new way of doing it, you max it out and you have a max score, and that's it. But a lot of times you just have a random number being the max score, and it's hard to say like, did I really max it, and that kind of deal. So I know it's not easy to have all the same max scores for like all the songs, or have this max score even out at like one particular, or like a million or something like that. I know it's not easy to do that, but I don't know. Anywho, yeah, but there was a time when I drew. That's why I drew this. I don't know if you guys saw it, but my beautiful artwork. That's my finest work yet, and I'm selling it for $1 million, starting now. Anyone? I know you want it. All right, fine. All right. 500,000. 500,000. That's a steal. Half price, just for you, brother. I'm your uncle from another mother, or whatever. Another brother. I got that wrong, but 500,000. Okay, 50,000. 50,000. Yeah. Oh, it has a cute cat on it. I've never seen a cat that cute. Great font. It's called hwikky font. No? 50,000? No. Right, $5. $5. Dang it, okay? You make me do this. It's the world's best deal. You own it, and you can do whatever you want with it. Hell, just sell it on Facebook, resell it on Facebook Marketplace for more, for more money. I don't care. Dang it, alright. Fine. Sag. That's why I stopped drawing. No one would buy my drawings for $1 million, man. How would I pay for my tuition? Just doesn't add up. NFTs are out of fashion. Man. Imagine me trying to make this into what? Like NFT or something. I don't even know how that works, but just do it, I guess. Looking at the emotes, it's been a long time since I made a new emote, huh? Yeah, all the emotes that you see are made by me. So even that Neko too. That Neko is from a game called Citus. You probably heard of it before. Citus 2 to be exact. and that's when I used to play Citus pretty often on stream. But not anymore. Not anymore. You make even less money. Oh man. Citus who? Yeah, they're in hot waters, aren't they? I don't even know like how the future of the rhythm games will be. I'm looking pretty bleak so far, but yeah, Neko. Yeah, there was a time when Neko was a frequent guest in the stream. I actually bought my iPad so I can play some like mobile rhythm games on stream, and mainly, it so happens to be the Citus that I played a lot. Yeah, that's a while ago. And there was also a time when I bought a Nintendo Switch so I can stream Animal Crossing. Yeah, Animal Crossing. I used to stream Animal Crossing. Unbelievable. I got quite a bit of followers playing Animal Crossing, actually. It's weird, but yeah. Yeah, Demo 2, man. The reason, so I tried Demo 2 pretty much at launch. I was like, this is a highly anticipated game for me. I even made like a PowerPoint presentation explaining what to expect for Demo 2 and talking to you guys on stream about it. And the game launched, I got into it, and the game just wasn't quite what I expected. I mean, well, it was very pretty to look at, okay? It was very, very pleasing to look at, but the game itself was just not optimized. It would have constant frame drops, the sync was not really right, and you get weird behaviors if you like miss a note slightly, or if you hit it early, just ever so slightly, then it cancels all the following notes. And it was just so many things just piling up, and I was like, okay, I'm leaving. That's what kind of happened. And Vose, I still don't know how to exactly pronounce it, but yeah, that I played that game a few times too. Yeah, but now looking back, I did play quite a few mobile rhythm games, and I tried my best to be consistent at it, but I don't know, like in the end, maybe I just do better with keyboards, or like a tactile feedback. That's what I need. Tactile feedback. Call me old school, okay? But I don't know. I just need to have a press, have a click, and have a register, and do that over and over again. The touch, I don't know. I just don't know. Voice. Right. I think you're right. Yeah, I think, and now looking back, that was a demo. That was Demo's like signature problem issue of the notes just dropping or just canceling. I found that out when I played the Demo 1 remaster on Steam. It was exactly the same thing. But Demo 1 remaster was really good because it had a pretty visual and an engaging like puzzle solving plot. And the length of the game was just right, I think. It wasn't too long, it wasn't too short. It was just enough for me to get engaged and beat it in a pretty short time. And the songs are great, no questions about that. And although it has some dropping, like note dropping, if I am very careful, then it wasn't really a big issue. I was doing pretty well, so yeah. But that was that. So it was underwhelming in Demo 2. Very underwhelming. I don't know how it is now though. I wonder if they fixed any of those issues and if the game's actually good now. Has anyone played Demo 2 recently? to tell the story of what happened with the game. Yeah, touch rhythm games are hard for me. Yeah, that's the thing. When I say tactility, I mean a gamepad or Switch with buttons, it can be tactile, right? But it's not the right kind of tactility. It's mushy, and it actually hurts your thumbs, man. And I know, like I played DJMAX on PlayStation Portable for a long time, and I like the games, but even then, I remember myself thinking, wow, once you reach a certain level, it's actually painful to play to a point where I don't really want to play anymore. So that's why I prefer the keyboard so much over anything, unless I'm at an arcade that has a cabinet which was specifically designed for that game, then it really doesn't make sense. And that's why I loved playing U-Beat, because it was so unique at the time, and the buttons were massive, and it was easy to understand, easy to play once you get the hang of it, and it was just satisfying to hit those massive, gigantic buttons. And it's also why I liked the Waka, WACCA, Waka. That, I know that's a touch game, but it's a different type of a touch game. It makes sense to have a touch input. Having said that, if the game is done well, I would be okay with a touch-based game, rhythm game. I mean, speaking of touch-based rhythm games, Technica, DJMAX Technica, that was all about touch screens, right? It was revolutionary at the time because it was a rhythm game. It was an arcade game that was 100% touch, and it worked out really well. First of all, because the screen was big. It was a good size monitor, and the touch input was direct. It wasn't like those cheapos. They didn't cut corners with that technology. They used a really good monitor with good colors and good reaction and good response. So that's why it made sense. So they thought out about the whole gameplay thing, matched with the hardware design. So but the problem with like a mobile touch game or like a tablet touch game is that this one machine has to fit everything, right? So I don't know. I think iPad is still pretty good. I think Android is even worse, but I don't know. It's just my preference. Oh yeah, Vita. Jeez, forgot about that. Mobile games in general still has a lot of limitations. I mean, honestly, they've gotten so much better, like to a point where a lot of games look like console games these days. And look how well they're doing. Like, look at Genshin, right? Massively successful game with a huge following, and it's a mobile-first game, right? I know there are a lot of people that plays on PC too, but you know, you get my point. And there are a lot of gacha mobile games too that are doing super well as well. So I think the Vita Technica, you use the back panel to enable Fever, right? I think that's how it worked, if I remember correctly. No? What does it do? Oh, it's the purple notes. Wait, how did they do Fever then? Did you have to just press Fever on the screen as you play? Okay, I got that wrong then. You can tell I never owned a Vita. Oh, so just like the arcade, you just have to do the top right? Oh my gosh, that would have been tricky, man. Jeez, that would have been tricky. With that small of a screen with an even smaller Fever button? Jeez. Man, I was never a fan of that, to be honest. Hey Mudkip, thank you for joining. Guess who just got into their dream college? Hey, is that you? If it is you, congratulations. Actually, it is that time of the year, isn't it? It's June. So it's that college time, university time. Congrats. Yeah, it's a big moment for you, I assume. Oh, are you going to art design and technology college? What's your major? What did you sign up for? Oh, do you still have your Vita? Well, I mean, I can't really say anything about that because I still have my PSP. It still works. I have everything. Animation, really? I mean, of course you don't have to like decide right now, but what are you hoping to do with animation skills? Like what industry? Are you going in for gaming, or are you going in for animation, like movies, or... There are a lot of things to do, actually. Or is it 3D, 2D? That's also a question too. But I mean, since it's a technical school, I assume it's 3D. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, the first ever Vita model? I remember the launch of Vita. People were like, oh my gosh, this is going to be the best thing in the world. And it was really ahead of its time. But then smartphones came, so... I think Vita didn't do as well as the PSPs. Like I said, I want to try work on a few indie projects that I have been working on. Plus, they have separate classes for 2D. I see. I recommend you to do both 2D and 3D because, you know, if you can do both, you'll be able to be flexible no matter what kind of a job you're thrown at. So if you want to, that is, if you want to. And even if you go for 3D specifically, the 2D animation or 2D art skills will be massively helpful for you to draw like storyboards and whatnot. So, hey, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, but 2D, 3D, I think they have to go hand in hand. I saw a lot of people that are in the 2D animation utilizing 3D technology to boost their 2D quality. And I saw 3D people using the 2D skills to boost production, or or streamlining their process. So it's like speaking different languages. The more language you know, the more you can do. So people value your skill set if you can do all of them. CF says I got a second Vita to homebrew. I installed original MuseSync and Citus Lambda. Since it's possible due to PS Mobile shutting down. Citus Lambda was was that a Vita specific title? Isn't that the one that had like a separate story that you couldn't really get from like the main game or something like that? I forgot exactly what it was. I installed ET on the Atari on my modern Vita. Oh my gosh. Why did you do that? I shouldn't say that because I've never really played the game myself to criticize it. I just heard a lot of bad things about it, to a point where they had to dump it in the desert or something. I don't know. Yeah, why not? That's true. That's the question. Why not? If you can do it, just do it. It sucks. Why not? It sucks. It's beautiful. It sucks to a point. It's an art form. That's what it is. It's like installing Doom on anything. Like you got a Ring doorbell. Have you tried Doom on it? Did you get that electronics dictionary from 20 years ago? Did you install Doom on it? It's that kind of thing. Yeah. You got your flip phone from the 2000s? Did you try Doom on it? Yeah, that's the thing. PS Vita Technica Stream Web. That's very specific. I have to first get a Vita, a good working one, and then I have to get a Technica Tune, and then I have to be able to find a way to connect that to my PC to stream it. That's very specific. Alexa, play Skyrim. Oh yeah, those smart fridges. You can do that. The ones that has monitors. Yeah. Oh wait, it doesn't support natively? Does Vita not have a HDMI out? Damn. That sucks. Only USB? That'll make it pretty tricky. It's easier on the 2000 models. I see. You know what I really want to do? I mean, if I can afford it, like in the future, my goal is to have a room with few of my favorite arcade machines, like rhythm game machines, and stream those. Right? Actually stream those machines for you guys. That'll be pretty epic. That's a lot of money, and I don't know how long it will take, but you know, like Waka, U-Beat, those are two choices that I'm thinking about. Get DDR third mix. You know, I've never played dance rhythm games though. I mean, have you heard my knees? Have you heard my knees? Look, okay, I'm standing right, just going about my day, and then listen. Actually, just a sec. Right, just going about my day, and then I sit down. Did you hear that? It just cracks. Like this is what I have to deal with. So me going like this on a pump or DDR. They're rusting. They're not rusting. Like I said, they've been like that since I was born. So it doesn't hurt. I do need more exercise though. That's true. And you know, to be honest, there was a time, like a long time ago, when my home had, you know, those rollable DDR pads for PCs. So I guess I am qualified. I do have experiences. Yeah. I crushed those games, man. I crushed that. I crushed the DDR homebrew or the homecade. So I think I'm qualified. Yeah, playing like imagining yourself playing DDR on the streets, just avoiding all the cracks, basically making your own charts as you go. Yeah, that's I think I've done that. Any Dream says, any new games you're looking forward to? That's an interesting question. There is one. Actually, there is one. Okay, but it's not really new, but I am looking forward to Counter-Strike 2. I know. It's the same old, but I used to play that game a lot, and yeah, I'm really looking for the refreshed visuals with what do they call it? Like the anamorphic or something morphic smoke. Oh, Lies of P is something that a lot of people are anticipating. Yeah, actually, if you see one of my vlogs, I once visited a Korean game expo, and they had a massive Lies of P booth, and there were so many people lining up to try the game. And I think it's releasing in September or something like that. It's pretty near. So that's a game, Counter-Strike 2, and is there a like new game that I want to try out? I don't know, not I can't really think of one at this point. Yeah, apparently it's a Souls-like game, isn't it? Lies of P. But steampunk, I think. And it's very unusual for a Korean company to make a game like that. So, oh, is it more like Sekiro? Got it. Yeah, and I think it's good to see more and more Korean devs are trying out the international market with more varied genres. Stepping out of the comfort zone for sure. Any interest in Metrovania games? The Last Faith got announced. Metrovania. What is And the fact that I'm asking you what it is, probably don't know. Metrovania. Oh, is it Metroidvania? No, it's not. It's just Metrovania, right? Oh, is it Metroidvania? Wait, what? Oh, Hollow Knight. It's the makers of the Hollow Knight? Is it true? Or not? No, it's not. Wait a minute. No, it's not. Wait, why is Steam giving me a weird result? No, that's not it. I typed Metroidvania. Oh wait, it's a genre. Oh, Metroidvania is a genre? I thought it was like a developer name. Oh, it's like a Metroid type of a platformer game. Is that what it is? Or okay, got it. That's still so many things to learn. That's why Hollow Knight came about. Got it. Because like this is what happened. I'll share the screen. So I'm looking at Steam right now, right? And it says, oops. There we go. Yeah. So it says. So I typed in Metroidvania, and I'm getting like these suggestions. Yeah, they call it Metroidvania, apparently. After image, Jedi Survivor. Is Jedi Survivor a Metroidvania? I don't think it is it? Odd. Sci-fi. Yeah, it is considered Metroidvania. Wait, are they just putting all the genre names so it can be exposed to as many people as possible? Is this what's happening here? Oh, are these user set tags? Okay, that makes sense. I thought it was like them setting these up. Yeah, I think we are rhythm games because we have music in our game, that kind of deal. Makes sense. After image is good, you say? Interesting. Side scroller. Oh, hero. Ooh, it looks pretty fancy. Ooh, determine the fate of the world. Looks pretty hard though. Hey, that UI looks pretty familiar. Huh. So speaking of platformers, I'm a kind of person who bought a used Mario Maker 2 chip for my Nintendo Switch. Tried out the campaign, not the user-made levels, but campaign for like 2 streams. I couldn't do it, and I sold it back. That's I mean, I swear I'm not that horrible with platformers, but just something about that freaking Mario Maker, man. It was just so brutal. I just lost faith in myself. I'm like, okay, I lost all hope in the future of me. At least I sold it for the money that I bought, okay? So I didn't lose any money. Only thing I lost was my sanity. And of course the user-made contents didn't help. They're like, they're just set out to kill you. There's a popular saying in Korea about Super Mario Maker. You know how there is a battle mode for the user created contents, like 4-player battle mode, right? And you have to be the first or something to reach the flag. And you start out with four evil people trying to kill each other, and then at the end of the map, you end up with 5 bad people, and that one person is the map maker. So it's a 4-player battle, but in truth, it's a 5-player battle. Because the map maker is also out to get you. I thought that was hilarious, to be honest. Yeah, it was really hard for me though. For some reason. I think you're talking Shantai. I think Shantai. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Shantae. Okay. I never played them. But it looked pretty cool. The visuals, the animation. I've seen some people play on stream. No, it's okay. I probably would have like spelled the Shantae with an E at the end, no A. So a lot of series, jeez. Half Genie Hero Ultimate Edition. Wasn't this entire series like it started out as a crowdfund? If I'm not mistaken. Wait, Game Boy Color? Wait, this originated from a Game Boy Color game? Seriously? So was the Revive the crowdfund? Huh. Interesting. Wait, I swear I heard the crowdfund news from somewhere. Am I just... I just don't know what I'm talking about, it seems. I don't know what I'm talking about. Why am I here? Joseph Silver. Oh, so it did happen. Okay, it did happen. Got it. Pirate's Queen. Wow, this one's mixed. Interesting. Oh, I think this is the game that I saw someone play. Because I remember this bathtub scene. No, because I was admiring the animation. Not particularly the fact that she's in the bathtub, naked. No, it's just the colors, the art is admirable. Yes, that's exactly why. Yeah, that's How dare they rate this mixed with this scene in the game? Unforgiving. Oh my gosh, but it's like no joke. But nothing can be as bad as Old Gem Online though, so I'm pretty used to seeing negative reviews. Pirate's Curse considered the best game. Interesting. Very nice. There's so many games, man. There's so many games. At some point, it's just hard to, what should I say? Like hard to keep track of. Yeah. By the way, I have a lot of people in my Discord now. I'm getting to 100. What have I done? Wait, what the? Do you see that? I'm concerned now. Who do we have in our Discord? Why is he in my Discord? I'm very concerned. What did I deserve? No, it's okay. Dream says, oh, you have Discord? I'm not a good talker, but I'll join. It's okay. We're all not good talkers in this Discord. So, no worries. No worries. It's not those kind of like notification alert every second type of Discord. This Discord is very quiet. Everyone's just in here, just minding their own business, including myself. So you don't have to be a good talker at all. Yeah, we have Gustavo Fring. If we have him in here, guaranteed to be a good day, I guess, or a bad day, depending on what you look at, how you look at it. Yeah, but I'll share the Discord link real quick. Right here, Discord. Yeah, and that'll give you a link. Yeah, I also have Twitter as well. Oh shoot! Speaking of. I was looking at the time. I do have to go. Jeez, have I been talking for almost like an hour and a half now? Jeez. Yeah, thanks guys. Like I said, I do have to leave a little bit early today. Let me drop this too. So that's why I had a pretty chill talk. I'm glad, we should do this more often. And like I said, I've been streaming for the weekdays as well because I won't be able to make it tomorrow. So yeah, everyone please have a good weekend. And stay cool, and also follow my stuff, and just live. Thank you, Hazel. Thank you, Dreams. yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for the subs and the follows. Thank you all so much for doing that. I appreciate it. Yeah, I really am thankful. So take care, okay? Thank you, Dreams, for the sub. Thank you, Moikip, for the follow, and thank you, CH, for being here. Yeah, have a nice one. Bye bye.